Ladies and gentlemen, Duels is broken. I can't, like, the amount of time it takes when I hit someone for that hit to register, I think is just completely unacceptable. So I'm gonna show you some clips, because obviously me just explaining this by voice isn't gonna do shit. I'm gonna show you some clips of me playing duels against people right now on Hypixel, and let you guys be the judge of how you feel about how that is. Because it did not used to be this way. Like, oh god, duels used to be kind of laggy. You get an occasional lag spike, but it just did not used to feel this broken. Alright, so here are the clips. Alright, freaking nickname. So this is my warm-up game, just to be clear. I expect to be dog shit. Okay, so check the amount of time between when I hit him and when he moves. It's not as bad. I'm gonna show you some replays from last night. Apparently it's not as bad now when I try to record this. That was actually somewhat playable. It's still like there's a noticeable delay. Like I'm gonna try and edit in a clip here of like just the delay part, like the distance between when I click on, so the distance in time between when I click on someone and when they like when they move. Okay, this is actually not that bad. I'm surprised, but maybe it's like certain times of the day or something, but still, just the idea that it's happening at all, I don't think it's okay. Like it's not freaking good. So check these clips here. Actually, just kidding. Check this. What the hello? Yeah, okay, that right. What is okay? So maybe this guy just doesn't have a connection, but he doesn't move. Like I hit him with a rod. He didn't move for like a second and a half. I understand this is like kind of a common thing on the Hypixel. It's been happening for a while. I just feel like we got like a solid day or two where like it was not noticeable, and it was awesome. Like when we came back, maybe it's just because there were less players online or something like that, but still that indicates to me that they have some pretty big server issues going on if they're still experiencing like major slowdowns. And I know part of it is like, you know, just that the whole thing's freaking written in Java. It's kind of a meme of a language in terms of speed. I mean, yeah, they have like a garbage collection system which is meant to decrease like instant latency. What is going on? Alright, I think I'm just bad is the answer in this case, but you know, that's how it be sometimes. But yeah, so Java is designed to like increase or decrease instantaneous latency, so it's meant to like make it so your game doesn't lag. Like whenever something like strenuous happens, it lags like 15 seconds after that. You could consider that to be okay in some cases where you really need low latency, but in the case of a server where it's like constantly doing these sorts of calculations, if anything, it just makes it worse, because now you don't get like small amounts of lag whenever processing happens. You get massive lag spikes like every 15 to 20 seconds or whenever the garbage collection runs. I'm not going to explain this in too much detail, but that's essentially how it works. So, in my opinion, Hypixel could fix a lot of their issues, especially with like duels where, you know, low latency is very important here, obviously. Not only low latency, but also consistency across the duel, right? Yeah, this feels so weird still. I mean, I'm obviously bad, but like, what the hell? He didn't move from that. Nice shot. Oh, almost had that. Yeah, good fight, damn. But it's just, it just feels so weird. I know it's been like this for a long time. I kind of just hoped that, you know, with the like the server update or whatever, when they like changed a whole bunch of stuff internally with their hosting provider, that maybe this sort of lag would get better. But yeah, there's still like a noticeable delay there. Yeah, I'm gonna try and edit it in to make it more obvious to you guys that there's actually like a decent amount of time between when I hit him and when the hit actually registers. Unfortunate. I don't know. It just feels wrong. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video, I guess. Duels is broken. It's just, I don't know. It's not as bad today as it was yesterday, but holy shit, it's like, it just does not feel like I'm playing duels. And other servers, like I really like how Hypixel's like vanilla knockback works. It feels really nice if it was like instant. You know, like when it takes a second and a half for my KB to register, I hit somebody, I expect them to go flying backwards like a certain amount in like a certain amount of time. My muscle memory can't work if they don't move like that. They'll just get a second hit on me and suddenly there's nothing I can do about it. It's ridiculous. So like, you know, I don't know what Hypixel should do, honestly. I think if they like took time to like rewrite parts of their network stack in some other language, like C++ maybe, or even just raw C if they're freaking insane like some people are. Just rewrite parts of their network stack, see if they can get that latency down. Stop using such like a high level garbage collected language, because that will cause all sorts of issues with servers like these. Stuff like web servers where like the load will like dip over time, so like the garbage collector can intelligently run when there's nothing going on. That's great. Java's good for that. But in cases like this where you need performance to be constant across the board, and you can't have this massive spike every once in a while where the server just dies, that's not acceptable in terms of gameplay. I think they should try something like C++, which instead of garbage collecting, just frees the memory instantly. So you might get a little bit of lag, but it's going to be negligible compared to that one massive garbage collection spike. Like you can even see here in my game, Java's the same way. That spike right there, you see how like the overall latency is lower, but occasionally you get one big spike when the garbage collection runs. You saw like there was an orange spike here. So it's very occasional. You can also see my memory up here in the top right. Once it hits like a certain amount, it'll drop and the garbage collection will tick. That's what that is, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of weird. You see the memory just constantly ticks up and then eventually it'll drop. C++ will constantly free the memory like when you're done using it, so it doesn't do this. Oh yeah, that would be better for like more efficient memory management for them, I guess. They don't have to allocate huge amounts of memory. Yeah, there was the garbage collection tick and there was the performance drop. So in the case like this in the client, I'm going to get a frame drop from that. That's not a big deal. But on the server, if it has to stop for like upwards of a second or two, and in some cases with a lot of servers running at the same time, that's not acceptable. You can't be playing a game and then suddenly it just freezes and then like a second later it comes back. Anyways, Duels is Broken. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. This is freaking absurd in my opinion. I don't think this is acceptable at all. And honestly, I'm just happy Hypixel's back though, like with the DDoSes and shit. That kind of scares you as a long time player, The server can die from shit like that. So I'm glad that they have like the deep pockets to take the hit and just say, screw it, we're going offline for a week until we fix this. All right, that's about it. Like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Have a good one. Adios.